50 episodes. We are now 50 episodes into our Minecraft Let's Play series here on the channel. And while I think it is important that we continuously focus on the future of this series, I think it's also sometimes important to take a look back at the builds that we have created and at the community who has joined us along the way. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 50th episode of the Minecraft Let's Play series. This is going to be a mega episode, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be doing a world tour, a world download, and also we will be doing a mega build in this episode. It is going to be slam packed. So I hope you guys have a drink. I hope you guys have some popcorn. I hope you guys have some type of delicious candy, because ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a wild ride. Without further ado, let's go ahead and let's get right into it. So I want to start off this mega episode with a mega build. It would feel weird to do a world tour and then do a mega build at the end of the episode. So what we're going to do is kick off this mega episode with an extremely big build. And guys and girls, it is time to begin construction on our Nether Hub. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, in our current Nether Hub. This is an extremely large but very dull area. This is probably our biggest eyesore in the entire world right now. And that's saying a lot because I have a lot of builds that I'm not particularly proud of that need to be improved. But this is the one that's on the top of the list. It is literally an empty room with floating blocks that don't make any sense, netherrack everywhere, and a beautiful bedrock ceiling that really doesn't fit with anything else. So what our plan is today is to completely revamp this area, mob-proof it, and also make it absolutely gorgeous. So that is the plan. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, you have seen the area. Now, let's fix the area.
We're better off as strangers. Believe me when I say, loving me is loving danger. Your heart is bound to break. I walk alone in the night, beneath the pale moon. Loving's for the fools. Baby, beware of my bite. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm a lone wolf. 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 Creeping through the shadows and the corners of your mind. I go where the wind blows. I run but I don't hide. I hear the call of the wild, whispering the name. No, I can't be tamed. My heart belongs to the night. I'm alone, I'm a lone wolf. 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 I'm a lone wolf.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our brand new Nether Hub. I do hope that you guys enjoyed that time lapse because it was extremely fun to make it, and thank you very much to the replay mod for making it super easy to make as well. But guys and girls, without further ado, let's get on with our world tour starting here in the brand new Nether Hub. Let's go ahead and check this area out. So the theme that I went for here in the Nether Hub was kind of a dark sorcerer theme. I wanted this to look very mystical, very much like these purple gems, or I guess these are magenta gems, were kind of a power source pulsing through this area, and that they were somehow the cause of great power. So as you can see, there's this dragon with the magenta eyes inlaid into the dragon, and there's all of this magenta crystal all around here, almost as if the magenta crystal overtook the dragon and killed the dragon, and it's slowly overtaking the Nether Hub. But it's also very pretty. It's also very pretty and powerful. So I really love this area. It feels like a dark sorcerer kind of owns this area and does some of his magic-y stuff in here, and I absolutely love it. I think that it turned out really good. We actually had to do a couple of live streams to collect some more materials up. This was somewhere around 5 days work or so trying to get this entire thing done, so I do hope that you guys enjoyed it. It was fun. Let's go ahead and show you guys some of the features around here though. So each one of the four corners have the exact same panels. So as you can see, we have 4 dragon skulls, and each one of these dragon skulls is actually a stable. So if we go in here, we actually have a small little stable in here that we can put some horses in or something like that here in the Nether. So that is something cool that we can add. We could also rip out these fence gates and put some storage in here if we ever need that or something. So it's just kind of a little room tucked off to the side that we can use for whatever. I really would like to get some like skeletal horses in here just to help with kind of the feel of this area, since this is like a skeletal dragon. Having some skeleton horses in here could really fit the theme quite well, especially since I would imagine, since this is like a dark sorcerer's area, I would imagine a dark sorcerer would ride a skeletal horse. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on. As you can see, we have some crystal dripping down from the ceiling, and this is kind of an interesting area. Originally, in my original design, I decided that I wanted these to be nether portals, but I don't actually have these nether portals going anywhere right now. So what I decided instead was to add in some black glass, 3 layers deep, in order to give it a dark fog effect. And then I just encased it in some nether brick. And what this does is it kind of makes it look a little bit like a portal, kind of, but it also allows us for future expansion in the future. So if we need a nether portal over here, we can add it. Same with all of the other corners. Over here where you see we have like a dragon spine above this little panel here, and we also have some red ore. So as you can see, this is like the purple ore that is pulsating throughout. We also have what is going to be like a red power gem, which is the redstone and the red glass here. And this is like, let's say that this crystal was going critical, right? And this is the crystal that's pulsating and about to erupt. And I really like that idea. And I put some of that around here. And we have a little bit of storage for here in the Nether, just up here in this column. So that is something really cool. I'll probably store like nether bricks and red nether bricks and things like that in this area. But I think that overall, this entire area came out really, really good. I actually really enjoy our Nether Hub. I think it looks really cool, especially with the pink power crystals kind of coming up toward the center here and making this central Nether portal look really, really intimidating. I don't know. I really like this build style. You guys let me know what you think in the comments section down below. I really like kind of this mystical, enchanty sorcerer style, and I think I might do this same style all the way through our Nether Hub because I really, really enjoy building with these blocks in particular. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue with our tour. So, some of these nether portals do not actually go to anywhere, like these side portals. They're mostly for decoration. We can add some builds there eventually. So, if I go ahead and head through, say, this portal, it's not really going to go anywhere. There's nothing out here. There's nothing built. So, yeah, as you can see, we end up on the top of a tree in the overworld. And actually, this one is near our Squid Farm. So I guess what we could do is kind of drop this down to the ground and use this as a way to access our Squid Farm much easier. So I guess that is something that we can do. Also, it looks like my frames... Yeah, my frames are dying today. What is going on? Oh, I bet you it's because I have the replay mod going and I have the recording going. Oof, that is not good. Maybe we should... turn down some of our video settings. Oh, that's the issue. We have 28 chunks rendering. How about let's turn that down to a nice and stable 10 chunks. There we go. Hello, frames. Welcome back. All right, let's go ahead and head back through our portal here. And we will go back to our spawn area where we initially started out this world, because I think that that is going to be the place that we want to start our main world tour. So I believe that is this, no, not this portal, right? This has the ice. Yeah, that has the ice road. So this portal over here, and I should probably add some type of indicators on these panels. That way I can tell what is spawn and what is to other areas of the map. So I'll probably have to come up with something like that. Maybe like a color strip across the side here. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll figure that out at a later point. So this should go to our spawn region, which is where we started out this world at the very, very beginning. As you can see, here is our Iron Golem farm. And this right over here is where we started today's episode, and is also where we will now start the official world tour for episode 50. So, over here on our left, you'll see our Iron Golem farm. This thing still works in 1.14.3, which is the release that we are currently on, but it's not as good. It could definitely use some improvement, and I'll probably improve it later on. But it is still working. We are still getting plenty of iron from this guy. It's just not as efficient as it probably could be. So we're going to leave this guy here for now. I think it's fine. Then right here, we have our automatic chicken cooker. And this is kind of in a weird layout because I wanted it to be a bit of a bigger building. So it's kind of weirdly shaped, weirdly decorated, and things like that. But overall, it does exactly what I need it to do, and it gives me plenty of feathers and plenty of cooked chicken, which is exactly what I need. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and top off on some chicken right now since I am here in this area. Over to our right, we have an AFK Fishing Hut. It's a very open air hut because I kind of designed this around like a Louisiana style fishing hut because that is where I'm from. So a lot of docks and things like that will have like an open air area, but has like some chests and things like that. It may even be better if we were to expand this a bit and maybe make like a boat dock out here, but I haven't done that. I really haven't done anything with this fishing hut in quite a while, but at the beginning of the season, we used this quite a lot in order to get some enchanting books. But I haven't used this in a couple of months. In fact, I probably should come and revamp this area because it really kind of needs it. Anyway, over here is where the episode 1 of our Let's Play started. This is where I had my very first sugarcane farm, and we have since then taken this down in order to make this area feel a little less cramped. And I moved our sugarcane farm over to this area. We have a nice little dock here that we pass by. I probably need to kind of revamp this as well because this dock is kind of simple, but I made this kind of at the beginning of the world, so that's not too surprising that it's very simple. Over here we have our nether wart and our sugarcane farm. Our sugarcane is fully grown up and it is powered by a flying machine. All you have to do is come down here and flip the lever at the very end, and this thing will run perfectly fine and collect up a ton of sugarcane for us. Also, I just want to remind you guys to Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, and also subscribe to the channel if you guys are enjoying this series. It's a big world, and a lot of work has went into this area. Also, there will be a world download in the description down below if you want to check out the world for yourself, because I doubt we're going to be able to get to everything in this episode, but we should be able to get to most things. Over to our right, we have our Nether farm, and it is looking absolutely wonderful, but it is kind of slow. Nether in general is kind of a slow farm in order to work, you know? So anyway, let's go ahead and head back over in this direction and take a look at our very first home of this area. This is what I call the Hidey Hole. This was where we started off this series. We started off the season in this little cave here, and there's really not a lot to it. Just a lot of chests with some items in it, an ender chest, some other chests around here. We had a villager breeder down here at one point with a small garden, and then down there is our strip mine. Really not a whole lot to this area, but it is an area that got us started. A lot of people always ask to see our starter house, our beginning home, and it's literally just a hole in the wall. So there is where we started off this entire season. Let's go ahead and head over to this building over here. Now, this is a project that we started very early in the season. Let's go ahead and head down. This is our slime farm, and as you can see, it produces a ton of slime balls for us automatically. All we have to do is head down this trapdoor and ladder area, and you can see the farm. It's completely dug out, and it is massive. In fact, most of the time, I keep this farm turned off because otherwise we just have more slime balls than we know what to do with. So a lot of this area is turned off most of the time, and we're just letting the items despawn at the bottom down there. Also, I decided to leave all of the ores in these platforms whenever we did this because it really just wasn't worth my time. I've seen a lot of comments over the years of people like, or not over the years, but over the past few months of people telling me to come back and get these ores, but yeah, I'm just going to leave them. And you guys are going to complain about it. Anyway, if we head down to the bottom, there is a collection area for the slime balls, and it is sent up via a water elevator up to the top. So that is the slime farm done and dusted. If you guys get the world download for this world, you can go and collect those ores up yourself if you would like to. It's just not worth my time at this point. I have so much material that I really don't need it. Over here in this area, there is another hole in the ground that I don't have a building for, but this is our spider farm. This is going to get us a ton of string and also a ton of spider eyes and things like that. Early on in the season, I used this a lot for enchanting. As you can see, I had an enchanting setup over here at one point, and I even have some diamond gear and stuff in here. But yeah, I've since ripped out the enchantment table because I don't use this for enchanting anymore. And I also added in a lava blade. That way the spiders would die automatically and we get some string down here. So it's kind of a rudimentary farm, but it does its job. It does what it needs to do. So that is nice and well and good. The next area that we want to go to is one of the biggest projects that I have started, but is actually not a finished project. This is my Nightmare Before Christmas area. And I started this around last October, and I think that it will make a full year of us working on it here very, very soon. We will probably finish this up before this October. I actually started this project as like an October themed build, and I thought I was going to have enough time to finish it, but I was very, very wrong. I'm not even close to being done with it, but that is where we're going to go next. Let's go ahead and head out this door here and head over our nice little bridge into our next area. We've also been spending a lot of time on these paths. I really like how we can get back and forth to most areas in our world via paths. And I actually want to do some more path block stuff in the future because I don't want to rely in this world on rockets and elytra. I want to be able to get everywhere in my world either by horseback or by foot if I want to. I know we're going to spend a lot of time flying around, but I like to have the option of walking around in beautiful areas if I want to. So I really do like that. Anyway, this is our Nightmare Before Christmas area. As you can see, we have our town hall here in the center with a guillotine out front, the well from the Nightmare Before Christmas, and we have one of the buildings done already and the courtyard done. We also have some presents thrown around here as if Jack had already stolen Christmas, and we also have some of the well area over there done. We need to get some of the skyline done. We need to get some buildings done back here and some buildings done in this area to really start wrapping this area up. But I'm going to do a week here fairly soon focusing purely on getting this done. So also, I do not hear any sounds. We do have sounds on. I guess everything's just very, very quiet today. Oh, I have friendly creatures off. Ah, I bet you that's it. I should be able to hear my sheepies. There we go. I can hear you guys. Nice. Over here to our right, you will see our patron area. These are all of the people who have supported us on Patreon. So we have Spiderweb Ninja, Danu Beast, and we also have Minecraft Master 1. I also have some new patrons who have just joined recently, and I will be adding them to the graveyard in the next episode. So if you guys would like to be in that episode as well, be sure to go and check out the patron page. Over here we have Sophie. This is one of our Deadly Drones patrons, and Deadly Drones get an iron golem in the world. So there is Sophie. Hello, how are you doing? And Sophie is right over here by our nice little well. Let's go ahead and head inside the town hall now because this is our main storage area. This is where all of our shulker box loaders are and all of our manual sorting systems are. This is kind of the hub where I get prepared for all of my projects. And this is not really our main base. A lot of people see this a lot on camera, so they assume that this is going to be our main base forever. But this is really just a centralized area for us to kind of base everything around while we are working on this Nightmare Before Christmas project, because it's going to take a long time to finish, because once we're done with Halloween Town, I actually have plans to expand over into a Christmas town. So a lot of work is going to be done over here. Also, I do realize that this world tour is kind of long at this point, but we still have a lot more to check out. So I hope that you guys are enjoying this video. If you did, like I said, this is going to be a mega episode. Make sure to give it a like and subscribe if you're new around here. I'm really, really excited to show you guys everything in my world. I've been wanting to do a world tour for quite a while now, and I'm glad that we are finally at episode 50. So we can have our very first mega episode of the series. I'm really excited to continue on with this series as well, and then for episode 100, hopefully do something even bigger. Let's go ahead and head over here. We went over here earlier whenever we were checking out the Nether Hub, but this is our Squid Farm, and it's pretty massive and pretty ridiculous. We get a ridiculous amount of squid ink automatically over here. All we have to do is flick this lever right here, and it will turn on the item collection system. And then all of the items are sent from down there up here to the top into these chests via some item elevators. This is where I get all of my ink sacks and all of my dark ink, so I can make dark prismarine and concrete and things like that with the black ink colors. Having a squid farm is a necessity in survival worlds nowadays. There's so many things that require dark ink that you really want it. You really want to have some type of squid farm. Maybe not one to that size, but you definitely want to have one in your survival world. That way, getting squid ink and ink sacks is a whole lot easier. Okay, the next area that we are going to go to is actually through our brand new Nether Hub. I want to take you guys over to the Atlantis area because it's probably one of our most developed areas on the world right now. It's one of our best, one of our prettiest areas, and we just finished it, I guess, about last week sometime. And I say finished. We still have some work to do around there, but the actual palace itself is done. Mostly what we have to do is some landscaping. So I'm going to go ahead and head into the Nether now. I guess we could have taken that Nether portal that's on that tree out there, but we'll go ahead and show you guys where the Nether portal is under here. So if we head downstairs, you'll see we have a nice little animal farm down here. Have ourselves a panda, have ourselves some boxes and a pen down here. Got ourselves a lot of furnaces to smelt things. Got ourselves an automatic farm with Average Kevin. Hello, Kevin. This was another one of our deadly drones on our patron server. And Kevin is also one of my lead moderators over on my Discord. Speaking of which, if you're not already on the Discord, I highly recommend you joining. That way you can talk to all of us, and I actually get some ideas from you guys on builds and stuff in the Discord itself. Let's go ahead and head into the Nether, though. And bada bing! We are now in our brand new Nether Hub. This place is absolutely gorgeous. I absolutely love it. I think this is probably my second favorite build in the world right now, because first favorite build would probably be the Atlantis area, but this is definitely a close second. I'm going to go ahead and throw up some scaffolding here, and we're going to get up to this ice road. And this is a very, very long journey, and one that I don't particularly think that I need to bring you guys along for. Basically, if you are in our world, download, just follow this ice road, take a left, and you will end up at the Atlantis Portal. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to make a cut, and I will bring you guys back in just a minute. Alrighty, ladies and gents, so here at the end of our ice road, you will see a little nether portal stuck over into the wall here. Let's go ahead and head through it, and we will check out our Atlantis area. So this is going to put us out onto an island that is in between a mesa biome, which is right over in that direction, and an ice spikes biome, which is right over in that direction. Oh, hello, Skeletor. I don't have a sword on me right now. All right, buddy, let's tango with a pickaxe today. You're gonna die, buddy. I need you to die. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and throw that out. So anyway, this is a nice little island. I actually really like this area. It's not like the most efficient area. There's nothing built here or anything, but it's a very pretty area, and I don't really want to disturb it, especially this island here. I just love how natural it is. I absolutely love this area. So I don't know that I'll ever build anything here because I just love the kind of natural beauty of this. But anyway, if we go ahead and head into the water over here, you'll see there is a structure in the water that is built. And this is our Dolphin Superhighway. And what this highway does is it allows us to get from that island over to our Guardian Farm, over to our Atlantis build, super, super easy. So all we have to do is swim through this ring and we will get Dolphin's Grace, where we can now zip through the water, find the next ring, and get the next Dolphin's Grace effect. Keep on going, and then we are now at Atlantis. This is probably our biggest build on the server. Our Nether Hub is probably a nice competitor there, but this thing is just huge. Its sheer size is massive. It is supposed to be the lost city of Atlantis. It has some gold blocks inlaid into the build itself. Has a lot of prismarine because this is actually a Guardian Farm as well. As you can see, we have some nice statues out here. We have some skeletal horses and things like that as well. Let's go ahead and swim on to the inside. Now, this area is nowhere near complete, mostly because I haven't had any real good ideas for how to decorate the interior. But if we go ahead and head inside of here, you will see that we are collecting up a ton of prismarine shards and prismarine crystals in order to make all of the prismarine blocks that we will need for the world. So this is a really nice large area. It is 4 Guardian Farms all stuck together, and it produces a ridiculous amount of prismarine over time. I can just AFK here for, I don't know, around about 30 minutes and fill up about halfway up these chests. It is insanely efficient. Let's go ahead and head back out here. You'll see that we have a conduit in this area. By the way, I don't think my helmet has aqua affinity on it. It does not. We should probably change that at some point. Anyway, as you can see, this area has a conduit, and I think I'm going to move these conduits fairly soon up into these domes that we have over here in this platform, because I think that'll be a really nice area for this. So I'll probably extend the water up into these domes and then place our conduit in here. But I haven't done that yet, so this area is kind of unfinished, but at the same time, kind of finished. As you can see, this area, all of the pillars are done and connected to the ground, but over here, we have some pillars that are floating, some that aren't really terraformed into the landscape itself, so there's still a little bit of terraforming work to do around here, but overall, this build has come out great. So I'm going to go ahead and head back through our Dolphin Super Speedway here, and I am going to head to our next area. So I will meet you guys back at the Nether Hub. Come here, Mr. Dolphin. Whee! Alright, ladies and gents, back here at the end of our ice road, and I am going to head down this scaffolding and bring you guys to the next area that I want to show off in this video for our world tour. So, if we go ahead and head through our main portal, or not through it, but past it, and past this other portal here that will take us to our initial spawn, you'll see that we also have some scaffolding set back here. And if we go up, this is actually the direction toward our Wither Skeleton Skull farm. Now, this is not going to be what I show you guys in today's episode. I actually want to show you my villager trading area. So, just so you guys with the world download know, if you go straight here, you will end up at the Wither Skeleton Skull farm. But if you take a right, you will end up in two other areas. So, once we come down here, you will see that we will have a straightaway and we will have a leftwardly direction. So if we go straight, this will head to the end, which is where our Wither Rose farm and things like that are. But if we take a left here, we will head to our villager trading hall. So remember, over there, it's straight for the Wither Skeleton Skull farm, right for these two areas, and then it is left to our villager trading hall, and then straight to our end portal. I'm going to take you guys to the Villager Trading Hall because I think that this is a really cool area. And because they continuously are changing villagers right now and they're not done updating them, I haven't completely been working on our Villager Trading Hall probably as much as I should be. But it is a nice area that I do want to build out eventually. I would like to have some type of castle in this area eventually, and probably some villages and things like that around. But this is our villager trading hall. It is a massive area where our villagers will eventually be going once they are done updating them. And as you can see, this was a nice taiga biome village, and it's very big. I have a nice wall going right the way around this area and a ton of cats that have spawned into this area as well. I absolutely love this. This is probably one of my favorite builds on the world just because it's so secure and it's got so many really cool cats just all around. This back area over here is just like cat heaven. It's just a ton of cats all the time. I actually would like to complete an advancement here at some point since we do have so many cats. They do have the cat advancement of taming every cat variant, and I think that would be something really cool to get. Let's go ahead and head up here though and sleep in our bed. And you know what, guys? I think this is going to be where I wrap up the tour for today. The rest of the builds that we have in our world are not particularly beautiful. They are mostly technical. So a lot of those I'm going to leave you guys to discover yourselves. But anyway, guys, I do hope that you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like on the video. As well as if you're new around here, be sure to subscribe. But anyway, guys, that is going to be it for me today. I do hope that you enjoyed, and I can't wait for another 50 episodes with you guys. Oh, man, this was a great episode. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a great day.